What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go in and show you guys 3 different ways on how I make coffee when I'm on the trail or just hanging out and having a good time. Stay tuned. I think you're going to like it. Today we are going to talk about the 3 ways that I know that work, tried and true, on how to make coffee out in the woods. We have a beautiful view out in front of us, and we're going to make up some coffee, and it's going to be a good time. So the first way, tried and true way, instant coffee. This is the best instant coffee ever. I don't care what anybody says. The good old espresso roast. It's dark, it's beefy, it'll put hair on your chest, eh? That's what we want when we're out in the woods. I don't typically carry it in a glass container. This is just what I had at home. I usually get the packets. What else we got? I forgot my coffee filter. Forgot the filter. Dang on it. Okay, well, the second way of making coffee, I just forgot my coffee filter, is to basically teabag it. Now, if you want a cup of coffee that's not as robust and beefy, that's gonna be gecko. That's gonna be a good way to do it. So what you'll do is you'll take a coffee filter. You'll put about 2 tablespoons of coffee in about, I'm gonna say, roughly 8 ounces of water. That's gonna be good. And then you're just gonna put your coffee in there. So in the tea bag, it'll look like this, and you're just gonna tie off the top, and you're gonna let it steep like you would tea. Mind you, it's a very weak cup of coffee, but in a pinch, it'll get you coffee, right? Because you need your coffee to do things in the world. You cannot live without coffee. I don't care what anybody says. Ba-bam, son! Coffee, son. Oh. And the last but not least way is some good old Cowboy coffee. You can use this kind of cup, you can use one of these cups, you can use one of those cups that go on the fire like a pot, like the hanging pot, like a teapot, but it's more like meant for outdoor use. It's titanium usually. Snow Peak, I believe, has one. I would die to have one of those. So the first thing you're gonna do, ow.
Sorry, you got a tree ant on your arm.
Ow.
Do you want to be stung by a tree ant?
Yes.
You're allergic to tree ants.
No, I'm not. Okay, for Cowboy coffee, first thing you're gonna do, I'm making coffee for 2 of us, so I'm gonna make roughly 12 ounces of water. Sometimes maybe a little bit more will be okay. And that should be enough for 2 people to have a pretty decent cup of coffee. The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take your grounds that you've already brought. Coarse grounds work the best, but these are just store-bought grounds, so they're not very coarse, but they're also not espresso either. You're just gonna dump the coffee on top. All right. And then the coffee just goes right on top. And we're gonna let that sit until it starts to get a boil. Alright, so the thing with Cowboy coffee, the number one most important thing with Cowboy coffee is to not let it overboil. Once the water starts boiling, it will overboil. And you don't want to lose that precious coffee. Because when it is 5 in the morning, you slept like crap because it's so wicked cold outside, or it's so hot outside, and you're like, why did I take this camping trip? It's so hot, and you lose sleep. You want to get up and you want to get a good cup of joe in you, okay? So it's important if you're making Cowboy coffee to not let it overflow, okay? Okay? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and check it now. And I'm now going to leave the lid off of it because I don't want it to overboil. So it's doing its thing. You're getting a nice little color on top, and soon it will start boiling. And when it gets to a boil, you want to let it boil for 60 seconds max. That's it. And then you're going to take it off, let all the grounds settle to the bottom. Well, okay, give it a stir. Give it a stir first, and then let all the grounds settle to the bottom, and it will be good to drink. And now we wait for 60 seconds. Having a grand old time today. And then we're just gonna let it sit and let all the grounds get down to the bottom. So the last thing you wanna do before you're ready to drink it is just give it a shock tap. Pretty decent force. That will cause the rest of the grinds to settle down at the bottom. You wanna be really careful when moving it. And it should pour out a grindless pour. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Checking out the 3 ways that I like to make coffee. Again, my favorite kind is a good old Cowboy coffee. I love it. I love it. You know, a comment, a subscribe, a share, thumbs up, smash it good, smash it hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's appreciated. And, you know, I'll see you around on the next one. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. Ba-bam, son. Ooh, yeah.